Hey everybody, I'm going to be showing you guys how to how to chart out your basic market structure. I have a brand new Surface Pro 4, so it's a good drawing tool to show you guys this. Okay, so pretty much some people always get confused whenever I say know your basic market structure. That kind of gives you the indication of like what kind of trend that you're in. Okay, and it's as simple as knowing as far as what is the market doing. It's making higher highs. As you can see, this high is higher than this high. This high is higher than this high. Alright? And as you can see, is it making higher lows also? This is higher lows. This low is higher than this low. This low is higher than this low. Okay? That's what you see when the market is doing an uptrend. Okay? Same difference goes for a downtrend, guys. It makes these kind of formations right here. It makes lower highs. As you can see, this high is lower than this high. This high is lower than this high. And it makes lower lows. This low is lower than this low. This low is lower than that low. So you knowing this shows you a downtrend. Okay? And the good thing about it is also that just knowing this basic structure, it can help you out as far as trying to catch certain counter trends for the brand new trend the current trend that the market's in. You're getting on the counter trends to actually get in on a second entry or whatever for the current trend that the market is in. Okay, let me show you some more examples. Okay, so for instance, let's say we're in an uptrend market. So these points right here are all pretty much support and resistance, you could say. So when the market starts to come back down, it's going to hit these points. It's going to really affect all these points right here. If it breaks through, it's going to retest this high, retest this newfound resistance. It broke the support, retest newfound resistance, and then continue on the current trend. Seeing that this right here is creating lower highs. Remember, lower highs is for a downtrend. So that kind of gives you some kind of good indication also. And just knowing these counter trends, these are all counter trends. These little pullbacks right here are all counter trends. And how you measure those and how you actually get in on those is knowing how to use your Fibonacci. Remember, these are the Fibonacci retracement PRZs. PRZs, meaning price reversal zone. Okay? It's 38.2. 61.8 first, actually. 61.8, 78.6, and 88.6. Okay? Remember those. Very imperative. Okay, so by knowing this, let's say if you have your Fibonacci tool, always do it on an uptrend, do it from the low to the high, and that'll give you as far as your overall market breakdown as tracking the level of retracement that you actually see within the market. So down here will be 100%. Down here will be 0%. So let's say the market comes back down here. This right here is like a 38.2 retracement level, which is basically the most aggressive retracement that you actually come across. And there's 61.8, 78.6, and 88.6. So as the market fluctuates, if it bounces off of 38.2, you would get in on this counter trend right here at the 38.2 mark. The best way how to do this is if you have confluence within the market, as far as if you have a support point within that same exact range as the 38.2. So if you see support, and a fib PRZ line up, that's confluence. Very important. That's confluence. So if you see a support point or resistance area line up with a Fibonacci retracement, that's called confluence. And when you have confluence, that gives you more confirmation as to why the market is going to reverse within that range. And you could actually like really plan for these kind of counter trends. These counter trends happen all the time. So once I see as far as the market pulling back to a certain extent, I'll pull out my fibs. Like let's say it stops like right here at a resistance area. I'll pull out my fibs immediately, track it, see like where it's trying to go, and I would get in right on that counter trend, that correction trend on the area of counter trend that the market is doing. Seeing that it's on an uptrend, these counter trends don't last for like a long time, but at the end of the day, you would never buy in a seller's market. All right, important. And never sell in a buyer's market. Trust me, it's like really like that simple, right? But once you get to like a level of experience, you could actually trade these counter trends. Like honestly, like this is what I do. I will literally catch every single swing. Like I'll put in a sell like right here. I'll write it down to the first PRZ level. My first take profit area will be what? At 38.2 retracement level. First TP. First TP. All right. If it breaks it, my next level would be at 61.8. And like literally, I'll just be catching pips. But me knowing that the overall trend is the uptrend, I'm not going to be planning on doing these sells for like a long period of time. Why? Because the market is on an overall uptrend, so I would want to be doing more buys than sells at the moment. So once it touches one of these PRZ levels and don't break, I'll be putting in a buy order. So once that happens, once it hits one of these major PRZ levels, put in a buy. After that, I write it up, look for another level of resistance, fibs again, write it down. So pretty much, you could have kept in your buy orders along with putting your sell orders. So pretty much, you're making profit both ways. That's the golden thing about knowing how to actually identify. My bad. How to identify overall market structure, and it can help you big time. So you don't get confused as to what kind of trend that you're in. Okay? Alright guys, so that's about it for market structure. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And catch them pips. Catch them pips. Cash up.